Ahora, Yes. Right. Okay, guys. Recovery. Yes. Ready, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Easy. Yes.
I am. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hello, Ian. You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. First of all, so far you're doing really well in this competition. How important is it to try and get qualified as soon as possible, and therefore tomorrow being a big game?
We're playing against a good side tomorrow. We're both at the top of the table of the group, so we need to stamp our authority on the group, and another 3 points in this competition will be really good for us.
How much are you enjoying playing in this competition? And off the back of that, really, the country obviously going back into lockdown before you play tomorrow. How privileged do you feel this time around you can carry on playing rather than football being stopped?
First of all, for me, playing this competition is a dream come true. Really, I used to watch it when I was younger, so for me to play in it it's amazing. And as you said, the country is going into lockdown soon, so for us to continue doing what we love and making the fans happy is something that I think is really good for the world.
Does that help with the players' mental health as well? The fact this time you're not going to be sat at home for a month or 2 months doing nothing, and obviously keep your fitness going.
Yeah, I think mental health is a really big thing, and it's something that still goes on in football, and people don't understand that footballers are just normal people, so we suffer with these things as well. So when in lockdown, there's a few different things that was happening, it's hard to not have football to go to and get the stress out on the pitch, So I think it will be really good for footballers across the world to still be able to do what they do, you know.
I'm fine. Have you had to help players out mentally? Have any come to you or contact you via social media?
Not particularly. I feel like the conversations between the youngsters is sort of a little vice that we go to, you know, speaking between us and helping each other go through the rough, tough bits when we're not well to play football, but we can still phone each other, you know. So I feel like that was sort of what helped us through it.
What do you know about Molde?
Well, we watched a few clips about them and we assessed them today, and they're a very good side. We have to stick to our guns and go in there to win the game. You know, we're both at the top of the table. We both got 6 points. So as I said before, we want to stamp our authority on the group. So we need to really take this game really serious.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, Aralas. Is Daniel here from Molde, or is he gone from the conversation? Okay, we'll move on to Jeremy Langdon from Sky Sports.
Hi, Joe. Just wondering about Sunday. I mean, how significant do you think it was that Arsenal won at Old Trafford for the first time in 14 years, and also broke that hoodoo away at the Big Six after a winless streak away in the Premier League of 29 games?
Yeah, it's very encouraging for the squad, you know, and the Arsenal fans, because that's what we want to do. We want to move forward, you know. We want to break these barriers that we've had on us in the past and push forward. And we have big aims for the team this season, and that was the first step. And the next step is winning again, you know, at a top 6 side.
Thomas Partey's come in and got some rave reviews. I mean, you trained with him. What do you like about him?
For me, he's a brilliant player. Everyone can see that when he played at Old Trafford, that what he can do, you know. But I feel like he can still even get better and put in more brilliant performances as he done at Old Trafford.
And what about you, Joe, breaking into the Premier League team? Obviously, it's a bit of a mission at the moment, but do you think you can get in there?
For me, I'm just going to continue working hard, you know. I'm 21 years of age and I'm playing for the team that I love, you know. I've supported this team all my life. So for me, I'm not really trying to look at it too intensely. I'm just trying to work hard and give the question to the boss. Every game I play, I need to give the question and knock on the door with my performances. I don't really like to speak. I like to show on the pitch, you know.
Thanks, Joe. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, is Nick Callow there from Haters?
Certainly is, Dan. Hi, Joe. You mentioned supporting Arsenal growing up and watching this competition when you were younger. Who are the players you sort of mould your game on? Who are your childhood heroes at Arsenal?
There's a lot to pick from, you know. But for me, I think it was Thierry. It goes without saying he's a legend in this team, but I would say his style and personality and the way he carried a team, it's undeniable, you know. So it's something when I was younger, I loved his watch, and I tried to implement it in my game when I was growing up, you know. So I feel like he's probably the standout player for me in my head.
Did you get to train with him at all?
Yeah, he came back to be a coach with the academy. So me and him had a good relationship, to be fair. So that was very exciting to have such a good relationship with just such a hero for me.
Mikel was saying what special, unique sort of qualities you have and bring to the squad, but how strong competition is as well. Was there ever a chance you might go out on loan this season, or is there any chance of that happening later in the season?
I mean, I'm just focused on playing for this club, you know. I'm trying to focus on what I need to do, and tomorrow there's a game, and I need to focus on that. I'm not really looking too far ahead, and I'm not looking back, you know. So I'm trying to sort of knock on the door of every performance I have, and then when the time comes, if that conversation comes, I mean, that's a conversation that has to be had.
Good. Thanks for your time. Cheers. Good luck, Joe.
Thanks, Nick. We go to Adrian from the Daily Mail. Hi, Adrian.
Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, Adrian. Okay.
Hi there, Joe. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Joe, you played a lot. You played a lot last year. 44 appearances, I think it was in total. When you came to the end of that season last year, and you're thinking then about this one, what were your sort of plans and discussions you had with the manager in terms of how you were going to kick on and improve on last year, build on it?
I mean, for me, I always want to kick on. You know, I always want to play more games and start more games in the Premier League and become a player that I've always wanted to be. You know, so I just wanted to focus on on doing that. So at the start of the season, I had a few conversations with the boss, and it was very encouraging, you know. And the manager is someone I have a good relationship with, so I trust him, and I'm just trying to work hard. And as I said before, trying to have performances that ask questions.
What sort of things was he able to say to you in terms of your prospects? Obviously, with the likes of Thomas Partey coming in and Elneny coming back, and that increased competition, and obviously, you know, as we discussed about you not featuring in the Premier League yet. So, what sort of things was he able to tell you about your prospects and the season?
For me, I thrive off competition. So when I had the conversation with him, that was a conversation that wasn't that it was negative for me. It was something positive for me. You know, I wanted to learn from these players that are coming in and I can train with every day and sort of compete with them. I'm 21 years of age, as I said before, and I want to compete with these players. And I said to him, that's what I want to do, you know. And it was very encouraging for him to support me and say, if I play well, I'll get the chance. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Just wanted to ask you lastly, one of the things that was mentioned after the game on Sunday by Roy Keane about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang calling Mikel by his first name and suggesting that was an indication of a lack of respect. I imagine that's not the case, and that's what you're saying. I get that feeling from how you've spoken about Mikel Arteta. But what is the kind of the level of respect that you guys have? What's the reality, you know, in terms of how you respect the manager?
I mean, as you know, we all really, really respect the manager. You know, what he's done over the 10 months he's been here, it's mind blowing. You know, and we can only hold our hats off to him. You know, and that's something that we talk about, and we talk about the big respect we have for him in the change room. So I don't think that's sort of a lack of respect. It's just the relationship we each other's have with him. You know.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Adrian. Now move on to Mark Owen from The Sun. Hi, Mark.
Hello. Hi, Joe. Last week we saw you against Dundalk, and you were the man of the match. Everyone agreed you were the man of the match. And then 3 days later, you didn't make the squad for Manchester United. Is that sort of a bit frustrating for you at the moment?
Yeah, of course. I'm a player that wants to play. You know, I'm not here to sit on the sidelines or not be in the squad, but I need to learn and know that there's a lot of players and everyone's fighting for a place. And sometimes I'm not going to be in the squad, and sometimes I'm going to be on the bench, or sometimes I'm going to be starting. But I need to stay level-headed and always fight, and always, when I get the chance, do my best, you know.
We've also seen this season people like Ainsley and Bukayo have actually made it into the senior England squad. And these are guys that you've come through the ranks with. Do you sort of look at them and think, well, if they can do that, I can do that?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're very dear friends to me, you know, so I'm so happy for them, and it's something that I can take my hat off to them, because I grew up with them in the academy as well, and for them to go to the first team of England, it's an amazing achievement. But yeah, as you said, if they could do it, I can do it as well. So I'm just trying to work hard and sort of, that's my aims really, to play for my country and shine, you know.
Brilliant. Have a good game tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's it, everyone. If anyone else has got any questions, then we're fine. We're done. So thanks for your time, Joe. Thanks, everyone. Thanks very much.